the Cubs win the wild card, and then the Cubs sweep the Mets in the first round.
That would be something.
10-0 against the Mets. I mean, they probably won't sweep them.
Yeah, I don't know which team I guess I'd rather face the Nationals than the Mets, just because each 5 of the Mets pitchers have been so good this year. The Nationals, besides Scherzer, really, they've had some issues.
Strasburg's been bad. Doug Fister got moved to the bullpen.
Right. Gio Gonzalez, not so good.
I mean, he's been so inconsistent. Jordan Zimmerman's been inconsistent.
Yeah, he has. And
he hasn't been striking.
And he was supposed to be the big name this offseason to be moved, which he still could be.
I mean, Zimmerman hasn't really been striking as many guys out. Same with Gio. I mean, the bullpen's been. I mean, they got a big improvement in the bullpen, and now you pissed off Drew Storen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now with Papelbon there, Storen was mad. He went on a Twitter rant or something about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His agent made a statement about it. Come on, save this for the off season.
I don't know. Storen doesn't seem like a closer to me. He seems more of a setup man,
well,
which he was for a while.
He's a regular season closer, except that when it comes to the postseason, he gives up a ton of runs and blows the game.
Yeah. And talk about San Diego, a lot of people criticize them for not selling or buying, because they bought a whole bunch in the offseason. But they hung in with their team. They started really good right after the trade deadline, and now they're looking bad. They just got swept by the Brewers.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they dropped to 52 and 57. Milwaukee improves to 47 and 63. They've been pretty good lately. Besides that slip up against the Cubs, Milwaukee's been playing better, which is weird.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with the Padres, I mean, their front office just doesn't know what they're doing.
Right.
I mean, that's clearly been made evident. They still thought they'd make the postseason when they were 6 games below 500 at the trade deadline, so they didn't sell their guys.
And then they went on a roll, but now they're back down again.
Yeah, except they didn't trade their guys. They're going to be free agents at the end of the year, where you could have gotten something good for Upton and Ian Kennedy or Will Venable. Package, Venable with one of those guys. I mean, they just don't know what they're doing. I mean, I could understand not trading Cashner or Ross because they're still under team control after this season, except, I mean, they made no move, and teams were trying to get their
Cubs,
players.
I mean, there was rumors the Cubs would get Ross and Kimbrel, which, geez, you'd have to go up a whole lot for that.
Yeah, I read the Padres wanted Baez, except the Cubs weren't trading Baez, which I think that's a smart move. I think
it's a very smart move because you want him ideally to be the second baseman.
Honestly, I have a feeling if they trade Baez, it'll be a huge mistake, and they're going to regret that for a long time.
I would just hate to see Baez on another team hitting home runs every night. I would hate to see that.
I can live with Baez hitting 240 or 250 with a ton of strikeouts. If he's
240, 250 is good if you can hit 30 home runs.
Yeah, if he's going to be hitting 25 to 35 home runs and driving in. Obviously, I'd like to see his 2-strike approach change.
Yeah, which I think he has been working on.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like for if the count gets to 0-2, he doesn't still swing for the rooftop.
Yeah, let Castro do that. Don't.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
When you get to 0-2, don't start swinging for the rooftops.
All right, we're going to take a break. The Cubs have a big game again against the Giants. It's going to be Volgasong against Leicester. That's going to be at 3 o'clock, so pretty soon, in a few hours, they'll be playing. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the Blackhawks and not Patrick Sharp, although he had another controversy, but Patrick Kane, as we discuss sort of what went down. And we have an article up, and, of course, nothing's been proven yet. Nothing, it's all accused. He hasn't been charged in anything, but something went down at the Kane household last Saturday night. So stick around to Ryan and Ryan on SportsTownChicago.com. The Ryan and Ryan Power Hour Podcast on SportsTownChicago.com.